Hello and good morning to another Ascension Live. My name is Bobbie Richardson and I will be your guide for today. I'm doing a general reading this morning, plus some free Chatbar readings like I do every Tuesday morning AEST time zone. That's Queensland, Australia time zone. So we will start off with a bit of a channeling like I always do. I did write up something this morning, so I think I'd share that with you, and that is titled Shifting to Happiness, and then we will go from there. So I am an intuitive counselor. I have you just go on my website, go on my links below, and you can book me, or and I've also got some beautiful messages, video messages, inspirational messages on my channel, which is Bobbie the Messenger. Yeah, I love creating those. And I also have Stepping Through Portals, which is when I tune into different energies, so Palladians, Arcturians, Future Earth, Elementals. I probably will go to the Lyrans depending if they want me to, because they can be a bit I just have to get their approval as well. And yeah, there's just so much to be able to share. Hey Matthew, I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks. Good to see you here. And first up, so yeah, I'm shuffling the cards while I speak just to get them warmed up. And I've put out the intention that this is going to be clarity for everybody for this week, so that we can shift even closer and closer to becoming authentically us and bringing happiness to this world. So the first channel message that I channeled through: we are all taught to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. Like each and every one of us are solely responsible for everything that happens in the world, and especially if it's on the news. This is actually a program designed for you to make decisions based on not ever being good enough in this reality. So you will never support yourself or feel you deserve to be happy while others aren't. And so you bring more unhappiness to the collective vibration, being that your approach to life is seen through the eyes of a victim. But the only world you can change and have the responsibility to change in this immediate moment. Your world consists of moment after moment, and the universe feels into your vibration as your mirror and responds to those moments. It may take a few days or weeks or even months, but once you have cleared your thoughts to align with your authentic happy self, you have added to the collective that a person in this reality does deserve to be happy. You've added happiness to the collective. And in doing so, others can have the opportunity to shift their immediate world to happiness as well. Therefore, you have started a trend. I really like that one this morning. So yeah, nice download there, just to really make sure, give us the opportunity to realize that we are responsible for only our own reality. But then that how we feel is actually adding to a broader vibration for humanity's consciousness. And so then we can actually change the world by being happy and sharing that vibration out to the world. So it takes the responsibility of trying to fix everything outside of ourselves, which is what the program keeps creating in our immediate reality, is that we have to keep fixing things that are broken. Instead, we come back to ourselves and make ourselves happy, and then we're adding to the collective vibration of happiness. It's really cool. Hey Leanne, hey Aaron, good to see you guys. I did actually channel another small message through, just thinking whether I might do that one as well. It was about people who argue. It's really interesting as well. So let me get into that one. An argument always starts from within an unbalanced mind, an unsupported mind. Shouting out your unsupported beliefs with others to convince them of your beliefs means you want them to be convinced of your belief so you can convince yourself, or for them to convince you otherwise, so that either way you are able to know 100% within your own mind of what to believe. Therefore, all arguments of trying to convince others or convince others by or be convinced by others comes from your own lack of support of what you believed in the first place. So yeah, an argument will always come from you don't support yourself enough, so you have to keep on arguing the fight. But if you supported yourself 100%, then the universe will bring you those people that support you automatically, and you're coming from a whole self. If you are coming from a lack, then you will always have the people that keep fighting back so that you can keep trying to convince yourself of that truth. Yeah, it's really interesting. Hey, Cheryl. The healing hologram. Good to see you. Good to see you guys here. So yeah, I did a beautiful interview on Friday with Kevin Moore and got to channel through some of my information, and he was pretty stoked. So that was exciting. Definitely wants me to be on his channeling team, which is fun. So that, I think that's really being pushed next year, but that's something to look forward to as well. Hey, Free Speech Warrior and Callie. So let's get into this general reading, eh? Let's see what comes up for us. Okay, as soon as I say that, we get a few that's flipped over. I might just shuffle one more. I want to have 3 cards out. Leaving clarity for everyone who's listening to this reading. Anything else? Interesting, nothing's coming through. I'll shuffle one more time and see. Okay, one just flipped then. There you go. So we have the 3 of Wands. And see, he's just standing there waiting with his 3 of Wands, like he's almost planted these 3 of Wands and they're nearly sprouting. It's almost like, well, I've got my 3 of Wands in protection mode. I've got my future starting to get sorted out, but I'm still looking for more. I'm still seeing what's in the distance. If there's anything coming, I'm still ready for the next stage in life. But I'm just waiting here to just see how this all pans out. You know, got my 3 of Wands just in case something else doesn't come up. But yeah, there's kind of a feeling of waiting and observing reality coming towards oneself. And that was actually fell out together with the Lord, which is, I think it's number 4, but the Lord, and it was in reverse. So I think this is the Emperor in this deck, and it's in reverse. So it's almost like we're trying to find the Emperor within us so that we can find the Emperor within us so that we can actually, when those good opportunities do come our way, we don't just let them pass by. When you're standing in your own self-supportive energy, you will start to see outside of yourself the same mirror coming back, and you'll recognize it rather than reacting to it, thinking that you're not good enough, or that you're not valued enough, or this person's going to come in and attack you, or it's just a load of, crock, it's just fake. All of those thoughts, you will know when you're an Emperor whether the person is or isn't. That's what Emperor energy is. He knows when if someone come up to his altar and stood beside him and started lying to him, he knows. And if someone come up to him and is coming from his heart, he knows. And this is what we're trying to find within ourselves. So this waiting here next to this tree, and still having that we've planted these plants, just, we've got something there that makes us feel good, but we haven't we haven't stood in the emperor feeling yet. We're still seeing what's coming, and trying to figure it out. But the good thing was it was followed up, how long it took to shuffle those cards for the third card to fall out. So it's definitely something coming, maybe not this week, but something coming where it was the Queen of Wands standing in her power. So this is the Three of Wands. He's planted these to sprout into the wand that she's carrying in her hand, the power of herself, how I nurture who I am and I support who I am 100%. I even support the fire within me. See, the fire is burning behind. She's like, I know it's there. I know I can use it when I want, which means I can be also gentle and I can be soft if I really want to, but I have the fire within me to bring out what I need in the right time to be able to be assertive. So that's what I'm getting from that for the general. I'm going to clarify these cards as well. Yes. Hey, Margaret. Queen of Wands been coming up for Aquarius readings across YouTube. Interesting. Yeah, isn't it interesting? And the great thing is the more we do inner work with ourselves, the more the collective vibration starts to meet, and our reflections are exactly as we're thinking. Our reality is reflecting the world that we are starting to encapsulate within us. So we start seeing these synchronicities coming our way over and over and over again. That's just because you've risen your energy, your vibration into a place where the universe is reflecting you as the creator, because you are the creator of your reality and you're starting to see those signs. Okay, so I am going to pull for the Three of Wands for the collective and clarify that card, what comes out. So for the Three of Wands, okay, 2 cards came out for the Three of Wands. It just fell out together. So we have the Queen of Swords. Look at all these major arcanas, these major cards coming out. So we have the Queen of Swords coming out. So she knows who she is. She speaks her truth and she understands with clarity. When I speak, I mean it. And that was coupled with the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers in reverse is like the Lovers upright is obviously finding unity, first of all within your own self, within your own mind, not fighting intuitive battles against logic, allowing both to have their say in the right moment of life in this reality. And then because you're starting to become more balanced within yourself, you start to bring in a person of balance for you. That is a balance for you and only you. And that means you become, it's virtually, I don't know if you guys believe in soulmates and stuff like that, but it feels that way. It feels like it's the truth of you reflected in that other person, and you just know that it's right. Now that in reverse with the truth of the Queen of Swords, just be careful that you don't overspeak your truth, as in coming from just logic or just intuition even. Just be aware of the balance that's coming in, and there's always a moment where logic is needed, and there's always a moment where intuitive gut feeling is needed, and then trusting that you back that 100%. So you're finding that balance. I think that is leading us into this Emperor that was in reverse. So we're leading ourselves from that trust into the Emperor. And so that when we do observe our reality, we know who is right, who's wrong. We feel from ourselves. We don't need someone else to tell us anymore. The Emperor would never ask someone to lead him. He is the leader of his own reality, and that's where we're going. We're all becoming leaders of our own reality. That's the whole purpose of this massive shift that's happening now. So I'll clarify the Lord, the Emperor. Lord. clarify card. A whole heap came out. I won't take them if there's more than 3 that fall out. So if you're ever doing tarot cards or something, set certain rules for yourself and then stick to them. And then the universe knows that that's what it means. Sometimes though, when a whole bunch of cards come out like that, it's really just telling me that there's an open opportunities for a lot of messages to come out for that Lord card. So we've got the one that came out was the Knight of Swords in reverse. So we have the Queen of Swords upright, knowing thyself and knowing the truth and speaking and supporting yourself with who you are. But because the Knight of Swords coming in reverse, so this is an opportunity of someone coming. So here we are with this person here. He's waiting for someone to come, right? And the Knight of Swords is in reverse. This is a person who speaks the truth when it's upright. So just be careful and be aware that someone might come in your reality this week that isn't speaking the truth, and just flick them off as quickly as they come in. Just go, you know what? I see that. I'm not going to do that anymore to myself, because I'm wanting to support myself as an emperor this week. I don't want to allow these old energies to come back, and they will keep coming in sneakily just to prove to you, are you really on the right path? Are you really standing up as the emperor and you're not allowing those energies to come in? And I'm going to clarify the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands and her fiery staff and her power of who she is, and putting things to action, being independent. This is where we're going. Clarify the Queen of Wands. And that is the Wheel of Fortune. So here we go. We've got fortune coming in. We're ending a cycle, and we're allowing that cycle. We've already learnt the lessons as those people that come in that aren't telling the truth. We see them. We know who they are. We're now taking our power back. We can now move forward, always knowing that, the odd person might come in that's not being truthful to us, that might not be telling the truth, but we always know it's not got nothing to do with them, because you've supported yourself enough to shift the wheel of fortune into a new phase of your life where you're saying, I am the Queen of Wands, I know who I am, and I'm going to stand or sit in my power, and trust myself now. So yeah, Karen, I do short chat readings straight after the general, which is coming to a close soon. So hang in there for a little bit, and I will do a short chat reading for you, chat bar reading. So I'm going to just pull a couple of oracle cards. These cards are calling to me. These are like message cards. Let's just see what the message is for general. Let me know to pop out. I am God's creation. I don't need to be what I am not. I am perfect because I am inseparable from the infinite, the force of life that creates the stars and the entire universe of that light. And that's the power of the Emperor, of knowing that you are source energy is you. There is nothing more valuable than your reality and what you're living right now. That is such a beautiful value in itself. So that when you take that power back, you'll no longer allow somebody else to dictate how you're going to create your reality. Because when someone comes at you and says you have to do this, you will always trust the universe will give you another path, and it'd be like water moving like a river through to find that path. And you will start to look for those signs of, I know that this is the way to go, and I will be safe, because you're always one step ahead of anyone that's coming from trying to control you, because they're coming from their lack. Anyone who's trying to control you is coming from their own lack. Yeah, for some reason I'll grab these cards again, start shuffling. So see if there's another card that wants to come out here. Which I know. Okay. A heap came out. There's a lot of messages that wants to come out today. So what I might do is I actually might put a couple of channel messages together for this week too, because 10 of Cups. Like 10 of Cups is everything that you've ever wished for coming your way. This is where we're going independently for yourself. And when you're shining that light really bright and you're seeing your 10 of Cups in front of you, you're seeing it in this real world. It's grounded. You know, you have the family that's reflecting back love to you because you're shining love to them. You know, just the happy days that you've always wanted. When that comes in, it has to come in from balance. The Temperance card is always coming from balance. This always reminds me of a mind that's in allowing both sides of ourselves, science, spirituality, logic, intuition, imagination, storytelling, all of them is part of our persona. We have to embrace everything, every single part of us. There's no dodging any of that anymore because that's the energies, that's the new energies that's supporting us. Okay, so what I will do now is I'll go into some quick readings for those while I pull one animal card for the general. And so if you want to just say yes, so yes in the chat bar, I'll do a quick enough reading for you guys to see what the animals want to say for us. We've got the humpback whale for singer. It says sing healing songs for the world, and that's that literal channel message that I got this morning on how you take your happiness back, that you're actually putting out to the world more happiness so that others can feel that vibration and go find their own. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and your power of your soul. So really important, like your soul knows the best scenario for you. It has the best intentions. Your soul comes from love. It is love. So it will only want love for you. It's your mind that plays the little games, that wants you to overprotect and be cautious. But protection comes from not valuing self in the first place. Okay, let's do this. We will get these cards here, I think. Yeah, I'll do these cards here. These are the new Vision Tarot cards. And we will shuffle them for some free Chatbar readings for my lovely, awesome family on the internet. Hey, Margaret. Blessings to you too. Okay. You're welcome, Healing Hologram. And yes, please. So I'll start off with Karen, and then we'll go down. So Karen, I know she actually said that she'd love a card before I said it because it doesn't matter. Karen. So Karen, you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like there for you, it's feeling like there's many options around you, but you're not seeing them. There's a whole heap of different options for you to take. And it's the Hierophant is like legal matters, can be anything to do with legal, high learning and going to universities, that sort of stuff. Can also be marriage, contracts that you want to sign and all of that sort of stuff. This is a good card to come out for that. And I kind of feel with this card coming up first that you're narrow visioned yourself into thinking there's only one option here, or there's only two options to choose from, where the cards are telling you, because 7 and upright is that there's many options. And see that the guide here, that's your inner knowing, your inner compass, your soul, your spirit guides coming through you to share with you that there's many options. You could choose any one of these, and these will take you to where you want to go. It's just that you don't see that as a path because your logic is used to having a certain carved path that is one kind of way, and not trusting that the universe will bring you different variants of that path for you to actually get a better scenario in the end, actually get something better happening for you in the end. So that's for you, Karen. Leanne. And I'm still working on the Arcturian stepping through a portal. It's been a bit of a long one, this one. It's so funny because the Palladian one come through, rush through in 3 weeks. The Arcturian one, I've got other things happening which are all amazing. Like, I'm so grateful at the moment. It feels so blessed at the moment. But it is, you know, how you get a blessing and it kind of takes you onto that blessing. And so you... yeah, and enjoying my life, honestly. But that's okay, because they're still in the background, still chipping away at that video is going to happen. So for you, Leanne, you got the Queen of Swords. Interesting. There's an odd card in here. Odd one out. I wonder if that's the message for you too. Maybe, you know, with the Queen of Swords and that odd card coming out and ringing in my ear too, is to say that there's somebody in your reality that's not fitting in with your vibration. They might have to be cut out and might leave. They might, like, it might be the end of somebody, but only because, not because they're a bad person or anything like that. I mean, they might have done a few things that irked you or whatever, but it's just not suited to the vibration that you know you're going to. So just be aware that in the next week or two, you might have someone fall away in your reality, or you get clear advice too. They're telling me you get clear advice for what's going on in your reality and who's around you and whether it matches you or that sort of thing. There's some sort of clarity coming your way. So that's for you, Leanne. And also for Karen too, that weirdly enough, I had her name pop up in my head just then. So I'm going to say that was also a Karen Leanne reading. Sorry, Leanne, for sharing that with Karen. But sometimes I just got to tell you how I feel, and I'm just telling you the truth of what comes up. So yes, please, for Matthew. Matthew, you got the Three of Swords. So feeling into some sort of heartbreak here for you. Got a whole heap that's coming up. Queen of Chalice. So it's like returning back to self-nurturing. If something's happened that feels a bit in your heart, just return it back to, I'm pouring all my love into me because I need to give to me now. This is more, I'm more important than, you know, trying to make something happen or whatever. So pour all your love back to you. Because you are shifting into a whole new game here with the World card. I see you almost like the Wheel of Fortune with this card, where you come full circle, and it's like they're asking you to gather all the different parts of yourself. To, like, you've got eagle, a child, a ball, like all of these different energies. Bring them all back to you. You are the world. You are the center. You are that. And then they had the Tower moment. I know, sorry, 4 cards fell out for you. Tower, but it's in reverse. So that means that you might have been clinging to something and scared to just let go and trust that you're worthy of so much. You're worthy of so much. Yeah, you've got a very kind, gentle heart, and you're worthy of that same energy coming back for you as well. Okay, Donna, I would love a reading this morning. Donna, you got the High Priestess in reverse, and you got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So something's definitely trying to come in for you. They a spiritual advice, you becoming the spiritual advice, but there's something spiritually coming in for you, some sort of new connection for you to new awareness of your gifts coming in. Just be aware that it might feel a bit weird to begin with when they start to show up. Like your logical brain might be questioning it when it happens. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So Three of Pentacles is to me, doing the work and then sharing and stuff like that, having a collaboration of people coming around as well. But in reverse, it might be time for you to just step back, pull back to just be for yourself and allow this some sort of new gift spiritually coming in for you. Allow it to happen for you. So I don't want to get above myself with this. It was Donna. Yes, please, Madison. Oh, Madison is your name. Yes, please. Madison. Okay. Madison. You're welcome, Matthew. I love my happy family. Okay. Madison. Whoa. Man, do we really want that many? Please, Madison. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my feel into Madison more. So Madison, you have the Ten of Swords, something that happened in the past that was pretty tough going for a while there. And the Ten of Swords is the end of that. It's finally, that's it, last blow, not doing this anymore. I'm going to find a new way, because every time I go back into those swords and try to figure it out and all that sort of stuff, I get stabbed another time. So you're shifting into realizing that those Ten of Swords can be valuable lessons of where you gave your power away. So you will end up just going, I'm going to use the sword for something. I use it as a tool for myself. I'm not going to allow myself to be the victim anymore in this scenario. You have the Lovers card next to that. And so Ten of Swords and the Lovers, it could be that somebody that you really cared for might have stabbed you in the back a bit, but also that I feel that the Lovers card for you at this moment is that you've got a new opportunity coming your way, and it's only when you decide enough's enough, I'm not doing this anymore, that lover will come in for you, or that partnership, or whether if you are in a relationship right here, right now, then it will end up expanding into something way better than what you were in before. But there's some issues I kind of feel with you. There's some issues when you're a childhood coming up in your relationships, something to do with that. To go inwards as well with that journey. Yeah, I could probably really go into that energy for you, but anyways, Margaret. Oh, I can't believe it. High Priestess in reverse again. Wow, we're really starting to get... It's interesting. I'm just going to pull one more card for you, because it's not like I don't pull all these cards together and shuffle. I am shuffling. Empress in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know that this is where you're going. You're going towards the Priestess. you're going towards all the spiritual gifts coming your way, allowing yourself to become stepping into the power of who you are in alignment with your soul. Channel messages coming through. This Empress is in reverse as well. So this is maybe a week to just like they're showing me imagining the most powerful person or being or entity, or like imagine a high priestess walking up towards you and how they feel, and then taking that imagination within yourself of what they are like and integrating it into you to become that, because you cannot imagine something outside of yourself that isn't within you. So even if you see that or project it onto another person or another being that's coming your way, it's something that's in you. So you can imagine the most amazing person, being, whatever, and then imagine it integrating into you and be you standing in that power. Just feel what that feels like. Just keep feeling what it feels like, so that you integrate your highest self into you. Yeah. Where am I up to? So Shanti, my lovelies. Hey Shanti. Paula. Yes, please. Paula, you got the Hermit. So real inner work going on for you. You might feel like you don't really feel like going anywhere at the moment or doing anything, because there's all of this inner work that's happening for you at the moment. You're literally shining that light on the outside, looking at it, going, where can I find that light from within me? In the end, the Hermit doesn't even need to hold the lamp. In the end, the Hermit will find all the wisdom within themselves and become emanating like glow. And wherever they step and they walk, they are that wise soul, that wise person. They know who they are. But for starters, you have to cloak yourself up, like the Hermit cloaks himself up, and then he puts himself in his room and he just goes, I've got to feel into everything. And you might feel like binge watching or doing something crazy, or just being for yourself for a while. Allow that to happen. If you're in a family or anything like that, just give yourself time out. Like give yourself little snippets. Doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes or something like that. But you need to look inwards. Who else have we got? So that was Paula. Oh, I love a card. Mark. Oh, they flew out very quickly, didn't they? So Mark, we're into. There's a bit of defense happening here, and practicing with defense. Like, mind you, that kind of come out in reverse. So I'm thinking reverse. It's like we've had enough of all that. So defense mode is like the Seven of Wands is I'm getting ready for a battle. I can literally see that's falling away from you because you've got the Five of Wands in reverse. So you're now like, yeah, I've practiced that crap enough. I don't need it anymore. I don't need to do that anymore in my mind, and I don't need to worry about what's coming up to me, because I do have the strength within me now. I can feel you starting to feel the strength within you to not have to battle your way through, that you can tap into that if you need it, but you don't need to, that sort of feeling. So really massive shifts happening with the collective consciousness at the moment. A lot of waking up going on. A lot of people going into, this isn't anything to do with you, Mark, but a lot of people going into feeling like it's the end of the world for them. And that's okay, because it's actually going to lead them into that hermit stage of what, a lot of us light workers have just been through. So, there's waves of humanity's consciousness being awoken, and as those waves happen, it just becomes more and more that we start to realize the power of who we are when we take our authentic self back. So free speech, love it, rainbow effect deck you use. Oh yeah, the shimmer Yeah, it does shimmer good in these lights too. That's why I bought them. I love it too. Free speech. It is this card. These are the New Vision ones. Tarot. So yeah, that's the box. Look for those. You can just Google tarots. They come up all the time with the shimmer. I think my love cards have it too. Love cards have the shimmer on it as well. Yeah. Okay. Who else have we got here? Hi, Paul. I don't know if I've missed anyone. If I've missed anyone, so sorry. Donna, didn't expect that news. Thanks for sharing your amazing gifts. General reading really resonated this morning. Yahoo! Isabella, hello, Bobby. Would love a card if you have time. Isabel. Okay, Isabel, you've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So that's like a very strong, steadfast energy coming towards you. Could be in the retrospect of somebody balanced coming towards you, but this is the slowest card that we have in reverse. It's probably right upon you. It might have been taking ages to come, and now it's like right upon you being in reverse. That's what I'm getting actually from that card for you. I'll pull one more card for you as well. This is as Isabel. Yeah, we have the Knave of Wands. This is knowing what you want and what you don't want, and then followed with the Two of Chalice. So we have the Lover's card here. So I'm thinking maybe there's somebody coming in for you, which is interesting. Yeah, there could be an energy coming in for you that's going to help ground your life more. Shanti, I'll show your message there. We are to spot on. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, the healing. Oh, you're very welcome. Paula, thank you for your guidance. Me, TV, Flora. Okay, Flora's card. Flora's card. Your message for Flora. Feeling like a whole heap want to fall out for you as well too, Flora. You have a lot of choices coming your way, and you have the Knave of Wands as well. So he's got his staff there. He knows who he is. He's letting people go if they need to walk on and move into their reality and do what they need to do. He's still standing proud with who he is, no matter whether someone's coming or going. But there is many choices as well. So 7 is also that shot telling me imagine in your imagination. Let your imagination expand, like push it a little bit further out to imagine yourself in a better position. You might have been locked in a position in your reality from a limitation or thought pattern in the past, and it's kind of got you stuck in that's as much as you are worth or as much as what you deserve or that sort of thing. But you are literally worth more. So even it might feel weird to start off with because you're starting a new neuron path in your brain, but you can imagine yourself, having the highest position at work, or, imagining the right people around you all the time, or imagining you getting the key to the house that you always wanted. Expand it to the biggest imagination that you can find. They want you to explore your imagination. That as soon as you start doing that, you're setting things in motion for the universe to bring it to you, because you are standing in more power for yourself to be able to do that, to shift the limited consciousness that you've been living. So that was for you, Flora. Yeah, Mark, definitely shedding armor at the moment. Yeah, it's good. eventually you'll just go, I don't need to. I can pick it up if I need to. I don't have to. You know, there's no right and wrong. Each moment might need something new. You might need to be in your power. You might need to have, I don't know, the red king coming out and standing up for yourself, but at least it's there. When we deny something within us, the power within us, and deny using it, then it ends up creeping up anyway. So you might as well just have it there and go, you know what, if I need it, I need it. If I don't, I don't. There's no wrong or right. You know, a cat, if it needs to fight off something, it will turn into a vicious cat straight up. Won't even think about it, just allows itself to be. That's an authentic cat. We're authentic humans, right? We can stand our ground. We're allowed to. Margaret, really enjoyed your video. Psychics called Leonie. Yeah, it was a good one, wasn't it? She's amazing what she's doing. Leonie has set up a psychic school where these kids are around her, and I'm actually going to go visit her soon. And yeah, she blindfolds them, completely blindfolds them. They have a thick mask on that you cannot see through. And then they just know things and know how to read things and know the colors and everything. There's some amazing things going on in this world. But we don't get to hear that on the news, right? They don't want us to see that power that's starting to come into humanity's consciousness. So we have to allow our soul to guide us to those places. So have a look on that video, the interview with Leonie, and underneath the video there's a link to her she did blindfold Olympics, you know, psychic Olympics, and it's really cool what they're doing. Yay. Now Flora, copy that. Expand neuron paths. Nice. Okay, well, I think that we've come to the end of the day, and we will end up in the King of Chalice. The King of Chalice takes back his power. He knows who he is, and he is going to create the world that he really wants, because he won't take anybody else's control into factor, and he won't become a victim to his life. So let's end it at that. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being part of my little world here, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.